Hey everybody, welcome to Randi and Janelle Live. I'm Randi.
And I'm Janelle. Hello.
What's going on?
Everything. It is Wednesday. It's interesting. We have this goal of going live on Monday, which gets pushed out to Tuesday, and now it's just Wednesday. So maybe we need to change it to What's Up Wednesday, like everybody else.
Why not? Why
Why
not? I
not?
know this stay at home thing, you would think we have a bunch of time. I'm I don't have a bunch of time. I am busy, 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 and that's why our thing keeps getting pushed and pushed and pushed. I'm like, what is happening? This is for some people, they're acting like not acting, they're enjoying it as their vacation and time off, and I feel busy.
I feel busy
You?
too. Totally. And I think some of it has to do with one, nothing's normal, right? We had maybe a routine when 3 months ago, and that routine has so got mixed up that nothing's normal. And then things like when you go somewhere, I mean, I went to Target, I think on Monday, and the whole trip took me about 2 hours. I never would spend 2 hours at Target, but it took me
Yeah.
2 hours. So just even things like that are eating up our time and mixing things up, you know?
That's a good point. It's taking longer to do everything. And I
Mhm.
think also, like my husband's working from home. So like he's not working. He's working from home and I am trying to continue to work from home. But in addition to that, we're managing the house and managing all the people that live in our house, which normally they would be going away for the day. So there wasn't much
Mhm.
managing during the day. And then we're making, all the meals every single day. So when you start breaking it out like that, you're like, oh,
Mhm.
your day gets filled up pretty fast. Cause I thought that I was going to have like all this extra time to do all these extra projects. And for some, that has been the case. But that hasn't been
The
totally the
case for
case
you.
for me. I thought that it was going to be, and I think you thought so too, but I'm
I
looking and you
thought so
still don't
too.
have your chandelier. Thought we were going to do all this redecorating in our
Yeah.
house and have all that time, but nothing's open. Don't want to spend the extra money and don't
Mm-mm.
have the time between trying to homeschool kids. Even if they're independent, they still need help occasionally and managing schedules. It's just been very different.
Well, and the whole thing is you experience this too. Like, yeah, your kids are older, but when they're at home, which normally they would be off at college now, let's say, they take up your time, and not in a bad way, but they want to talk. Like mine is home all day because she's not off at school. Well, she wants to talk or wants food or she can make her own food, but everything is just more people involved, not just you yourself by yourself at home doing your thing. So
Yeah,
it's
and when you
interesting.
told me that,
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, when you told me it took you 2 hours to do a quick little Target run, I was like, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense why we're feeling like this. And it's emotionally draining and it's
Mm-hmm.
exhausting because you're second guessing everything you do at the store and you're trying to keep your distance and people are, you know, just on a different, they've got this little bit of an edge to them. So everything is taking
Yes.
up more mental space, I think, and taking more time, which makes us seem like our days are full.
It's true. Even when you go to the store, it's not relaxing because you're being conscious of
Mm-mm.
who's in what aisle. And if you're not wearing a mask, you're looking around at the people wearing masks, thinking, should I have worn a mask? Should I have not worn a mask? Like, there's just so much mental energy that is
Mm-hmm.
pulled, which brings me to Target on Monday. You see it all, and you see pictures on social media of people doing, my opinion, a little crazy things, but there was a lady there and she had like the picture, she had the mask and then the full on helmet, I guess you call it, where it has the face shield in front of it and had a whole full
Oh,
on face shield. I'm like,
hey, safety first.
you are protected. Safety first.
Safety first.
That's
Oh,
funny.
goodness.
I heard this term, I wish I would have wrote it down. Inner mask, inner, have you heard of it? Inner mask couples or something like that.
No.
It's when two couples or couples at the store and one's wearing a mask and one isn't. It's like inner mask couples or something like that. I don't know. Really funny. So, I don't understand that. I would feel like either both wear a mask unless you have underlying conditions, but it's
Yeah, I just saw a picture of Costco gonna be requiring you to wear a mask in order to enter, all employees and all members to be able to come in, and I just don't know how I feel about that. I already have anxiety going to the store.
Either. Do you have a mask? Do you own a mask?
I mean, we have some here.
Are they like a cloth homemade mask, or are they like a legit mask? Not even an N, but are they like any kind of official buy at the store? Okay.
But my husband said that you just have to have a face covering, so anything. So I'm like, okay, then I'm just going to put a bandana around. And it's no disrespect. Whenever we talk about that, it is no disrespect to people that it's serious and they have underlining or whatever. It's just trying to understand this new way of living, because I tell you, I get a pit in my stomach when I go to the stores because I'm so overthinking and the mental exhaustion that goes on about trying to be respectful of everybody around me and everything that's going on. And then they're walking through on an intercom saying, stay 6 feet apart. It just feels so not America.
No. So I went to Costco, same thing. It used to be, if you walk into Costco and not many people are there, you are like, I've hit the mega, right? Like I could stay at Costco for 2 hours and shop when it's empty. If you hit the 7:30, 8 o'clock time, they used to close at 8:30. And now I don't know, it feels creepy when you go there and nobody's there. And then there's not music across the intercom the whole time is, practice safe, stay away from me. You're just like, I need to go. I need to get whatever I'm going to get and get out of here. Yeah. And then now with mandatory masks, we're all going to walk around covered.
Did you know that date nights used to be, when my kids were little, date nights literally used to be my husband and I going to Target.
Right.
And standing in the magazine and book aisle with no kids hanging on us or interrupting, and literally like we would just enjoy walking through Target or Costco uninterrupted. And now it's like, wait, my date places, which we enjoyed going and shopping at, my date places, I get a stomach ache when I go there, gonna want to get out as fast as I can. So it's just, it makes me sad, but I understand it's, I don't know, a new normal. So I want to be positive though about this, and so I'm gonna say I'm grateful they're still open. I guess
100%. I'm grateful they're still open. I'm grateful I was able to go to Target, and Target, at least my Target, has opened back up the returns. You know how for a while returns were on hold. So returns at my Target have opened back up. But here's the funny thing. So there are so many people that needed to do returns, which I do too. There was a return line out the door, down the side of Target of people. And it was so funny because they were returning things like TVs and like legitimately huge stuff, which I don't even know what that means, because it's not like I've seen a lot of people in the past returning big things like TVs, but yeah.
Maybe they need the money or something.
Yeah, the money. Or I have heard that TV sales and stereo sales and all of that has actually gone up. And so maybe it's also people, I'm totally just guessing, but maybe it's also people going out like this one or whatever.
Okay, weird. So when your date nights used to be Target runs and Costco runs and shouldn't be anymore, what are some things that you've been hearing or even doing that you can continue in this quarantine time, dating or going on a date?
That's a hard one, because we're still trying to figure it out for ourselves. So for me, even us going in the car and driving around for an hour with no kids and just being by ourselves in the car. We have where we live a lot of country, kind of hillside. And so, I wouldn't say there's traffic on the freeway, but not just getting on the freeway, but just driving around and spending that time, because even some of the walking trails and stuff has gotten closed. But we do walk a lot around our neighborhood. Like, that's my thing. And I'll kind of give a heads up, like 11 o'clock in the afternoon, I'll be like, can we please really go on a walk this evening, so that it'll happen. But, and not like power walk trying to work out, just walk to get outside and be together.
So I did not shower for you yet. I am still in my workout clothes, and I went on a walk. I've been trying to walk. I've been walking every day, not as what you were talking about, but as my exercise, 3 to 5 miles or so.
Yeah.
So hence the hat and the clothes and stuff. So that's good to work it in. But I enjoyed just doing even a loop around the block or whatever with my husband. Another thing that's happening, like all of our birthdays except his have fallen in this quarantine time.
Yes.
So we've had to get really creative with our birthday celebration. And now June, I'm sure will look a little different than now, but I don't know how different, to be honest, because it's almost a month away. Is our 25th wedding anniversary. 25 years.
Oh my gosh, that's a big one.
I think it's
a big one.
So what do you do for that when you can't go anywhere?
Yeah, I don't know. I tell the kids to go drive around. Maybe instead of you, it needs to be kids. You're gonna go drive around and
drive around. Any ideas, friends, would be greatly appreciated.
Yeah.
How to honor 25 years when you.
Yeah, I have really a friend that their mom and mother-in-law, right, put on a dinner in their gazebo, and so the kids were like the wait staff, and even the kids were all pouring the wine like over their cloth, on their arm, trying to make it like a 5-star restaurant. And even though they weren't by themselves, it was something just to kind of make it special and different and to create a memory, because I think that's the biggest thing, is to create a memory so that you can look back in 10 years and go, even though we were in quarantine or whatever you want to call it, staycation, during our 25th wedding anniversary, this is what we did. And it was fun and different.
Yeah. So yeah, when you think of something, let me know. Or friends, comment, let me know. I mean, I am usually a creative person, and I used to do events and stuff like that for a living, and I'm starting to run out of ideas because we've already been through 3 birthdays. So like 3 birthdays they're each special little unique thing that we did. I'm like, dang it. I've used them all up.
Yeah.
So anyways, it's still important to connect with your significant other in some sort of a dating fashion or time set alone just for you, because I know that you're all home with all of the kids, and whether it's doing lunch together or going for a little walk around the block or driving in the car and going and watch the sunset or something, I don't know. Just make sure that you're connecting so that we come out the other side of this connected.
Still together. Everybody's still together.
So at the beginning of this, I said to my husband, you know what? We need to really be on the same page. And we really need to communicate even more so, because there's a lot of stressful things that are going on with livelihoods, money, and money is one of the killers, in relationships. Lack of money, parenting and scheduling, like so many stress factors on the home. I'm like, you and I need to be stronger than ever during this time. So this has brought us even closer, I think, and stronger in our communication and patience with each other, because we had that in the very beginning, that initial check-in has been
Mm-hmm.
amazing. And I know that's not the same for everybody. And I'm
No.
very blessed. I'm very fortunate to be married to such a well-balanced guy. But the point is, communicate, communicate, communicate. Be grace-filled.
Mm-hmm.
Be thoughtful. Be kind in your words. Be uh, extra patient, I guess, during this time. And don't forget to date. So whether you
Yeah.
do their favorite meal or the favorite bottle of wine or your
Yeah.
little walk in the afternoon, or yesterday I just made him, what can I do for you? I made him paninis for his lunch or something. And he's like,
Yes.
oh, thanks. Just whatever you
Yeah.
can do. Yeah.
I would
So that's
say
it.
too, if you're having trouble during this time, it's not too late. You guys kind of started it at the front going, hey, this is going to be challenging. Let's come together, not apart. But I would say if you're somebody that you are feeling stressed and challenged and pulled apart, it's not too late to come together and draw a line in the sand and go, you know what? We haven't been handling this best. It's super stressful. Like, you can admit this has been stressful. We haven't been handling it the best, and go, but you know what? We're going to change that, and we're going to come together instead of continuing to pull apart. So,
Yeah, that's a good point. It's never too late. And maybe all you need, because I know that when me and my husband are apart too much, that's when we would start to not communicate well.
yeah,
And and now we're thrown together, and not that we're together too much, but usually all we needed is just that time, that date night, what you're talking
yep,
about. I just needed a little bit of time, and you reconnect and you talk through it all, and it's good. So maybe you just need that little walk around the block is a little
yeah.
reconnection or a reminder that you're on the same, you're in this together.
You're on the
There are
same
some
team.
crazy, that's right. There are some crazy memes that are out there that are like, oh, poor us, we're quarantined in houses, warm houses, watching TV, reading our books, and laying by the pools. Have you seen those?
Yep,
We're
yep.
so, you know, so
Fortunate and
fortunate.
or some,
And
but yeah,
I get that, but there's a lot of emotional stuff that's happening and a lot of ups and
yes,
downs for people, and not everybody's home life is amazing and beautiful. And
yes,
so there's a lot of mental stuff happening too. So just make sure, communicate. If you need to reach out to friends just to vent,
yep,
sometimes that's helpful,
yep.
just to talk through things.
Yeah, I know you and I
Again,
do that together. I
we
mean,
do.
we maybe don't show you on film here when we're talking, but there are times that Randy calls me or I call Randy and I'm like, I am so frustrated or irritated or depressed today or whatever. And then talking it through, it's like, okay, I feel better. I just needed to kind of get that out, reset myself, and then we can kind of
Yeah.
move on.
The other
So,
thing that I was thinking about to remind us is that we're not all in the same boat. I
yeah.
posted that on my Facebook, a really amazing article. We are not all in the same boat. We're in the same
Mm-hmm.
storm, but everybody's boat is a little bit different. And so
Mm-hmm.
even within our homes, our kids are going through it a little bit different than we are too. And
Yes.
so our dinner discussions have been amazing.
Yeah.
And I will forever be grateful for that, for our dinner time with the family, and that scenario, and the things that we've been able to talk through with them. But yeah, just understanding and realizing, and even as we
Yeah.
start to open back up, if we do, it's going to be different for everybody.
Gonna be
It's going to be
different
different.
for everybody, for sure.
Yeah.
And you saying too, not all in the same boat, like there's so many different levels. We're in different boats in our house. We're in different boats in our neighborhood, in our states. Like, somebody, if
Yeah.
you're in California, you're totally having a different experience from someone in Wyoming or someone in New York. Like,
New York.
we all are experiencing this so different. And some houses, both, if there's two people in the house, both are working because they're essential workers, and it's a little bit more life as normal because they're still working. And then there's people, like my brother and sister-in-law, they're both not working because they were both in the service industry. So, it's like we're all experiences. And I saw this whole post was saying, as we open things back up, maybe some people are going to go get a job right away, or some people are going to go get their nails done right away, or some people are going to, go out to dinner right away. Like, we're all going to have our different experiences, but basically it was like, be nice and it's okay. Don't turn into judgment or, you should have done this or you shouldn't be doing this. It's like, just be nice. Everybody is be kind. Everybody is trying to handle it the best they can.
Exactly. And that leads me to what our next talk is going to be. We're going to have a special guest on tomorrow talking about health insurance, because I know so many people are in different situations. Many have lost their jobs. Many are furloughed. Many have had to file for unemployment. Many have been cut way back. They've had to get 2 or 3 other jobs. Some are business owners and they've had to take on other jobs in order to pay their employees. There's just so many different scenarios. And so we talked with somebody about homeschool tips last time. This time we're going to be talking to somebody in the health insurance industry to help give us some guidelines, some tips, and some resources of what we can do if you're in a situation where suddenly you need to figure out health insurance.
Yeah, that's going to be an awesome talk. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I am too.
So
well, it's good to check in.
Yes,
I guess,
for sure.
I guess the moral of this segment was communicate, check in with your friends, and don't forget to date your significant other. Figure out creative ways.
For sure. Awesome. All right. Well, what are you doing for dinner tonight? Do you even know?
I do not know.
Okay.
I meal prepped and I'm not sure which one's coming out tonight. What about you?
Okay. So tonight is the night my son and his girlfriend cook dinner. So
that's right.
It's a surprise every Wednesday. So I may give them a little bit of guidance. It's kind of overcast here. So sometimes I give them a recipe, which I know we're wrapping it up, but it's cool. My son's girlfriend has old recipe cards. Did I tell you this? Old recipe cards from her grandmother that haven't ever been written on. It's just a blank card. So she's trying to write her recipes my recipes onto her cards. So I think I may give them a hint. We have Brussels sprouts and sweet potato that needs to get eaten. So maybe like a 1-sheet pan or something with chicken, Brussels sprouts, sweet potato, or something like that. And then she can write down that recipe. So
perfect. Awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Well, until tomorrow, you guys take care. Have a good night.
Good. You too.
We'll
okay.
Chat tomorrow.
All right. Sounds good. Talk to you later.
See ya.
Bye.